Dubroy from the University of Toronto Dynamic Graphics Project. And this is the XO laptop. It's the first product from One Laptop Per Child Association. Now, one of the really cool things about the XO is that it comes with a built-in graphics tablet. Underneath the keyboard here is a dual-mode device. In the center, it's a conventional touchpad, but the entire thing is a pressure-sensitive tablet that can be drawn on with a stylus. Unfortunately, the built-in software doesn't support the tablet. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the work I've done in the past few months to help enable tablet support on the XO. Now, the XO doesn't come with a special stylus, but any old pointy object will do. In this example, we're just going to use the back end of a standard ballpoint pen. So you can see that the XO tablet works pretty much like a standard graphics tablet. But one thing you might notice is that the aspect ratio of the tablet is not at all like the aspect ratio of the screen. The screen is approximately square, but the tablet on the XO is a long, thin rectangle. So the question is, how do we go about mapping the tablet to the screen? A naive approach to take would be to just scale the y-axis on the tablet to match the height of the screen. So in other words, when you touch the top right of the tablet, it would correspond to the top right in the screen, and similarly the bottom left in the tablet would correspond to the bottom left of the screen. But the problem with this approach is that if I were to draw a circle in the middle of the tablet, what I would get on the screen is a long, thin oval. So you can imagine that that would make it pretty difficult to draw with any kind of precision. So what I'm going to show you are a few different concepts I've come up with for how we can map the tablet to the screen. The first example I'm going to show you is what I call a fixed mapping. In this mode, the tablet is always mapped to the blue rectangle which is in the center of the screen. But what we can do to enable us to draw on either the top or the bottom portion of the screen is use the XO's built-in grab buttons. It's these little buttons with a hand on them that are intended for, say, penning around in Google Maps or something like that. So in this example, we're just going to hold down one of the grab buttons and drag with the stylus on the screen. And this will have the effect of moving the paper underneath our mapping rectangle. Then we can go ahead and finish our drawing. The next mode is what I call movable mapping mode. So similar to the first mode, the tablet is always mapped to the blue rectangle in the center of the screen. But in this mode, when we use the grab button, instead of moving the paper around underneath the rectangle, we'll actually just move the mapping rectangle itself. But in a similar way, it allows us to draw on the full area of the screen. Another way that the XO's tablet is different from a standard graphics tablet is that it doesn't have a hover mode. Normally, on a graphics tablet, it can detect where the stylus is even when it's not touching the tablet. This allows you to draw really precisely because you can tell where the line will appear before you even touch the tablet. This is not the case on the XO. So if we want to make a line that will connect up precisely with the lines that we have here on the screen, how would we do it? Well, one possibility is that just by holding down the Alt key, when I drag the stylus across the tablet, instead of actually drawing, it will just show crosshairs on the screen. And this will let me see where the stylus is touching the tablet without making a mark. Then I can release the Alt key and complete my drawing. Dynamic mapping mode solves both problems at once. It allows you to draw anywhere on the screen, and it also solves the problem of being able to draw precisely. The way dynamic mapping mode works is that first we move the cursor using the touchpad to the point where we want the line to begin. Then, no matter where on the tablet we put the stylus down, the line will begin at the cursor. So now when we want to make a precise line and begin drawing here, we set the cursor at that point and we can begin drawing as usual. So you can see that that could be pretty convenient for doing precise drawings. So those are just a few of the designs that I've been experimenting with in the past few months. I've so far done a small user study, and I'm hoping to iterate a little bit more on these designs in the next few weeks. In the meantime, if you've got yourself an XO and you'd like to try out the tablet support, go to the website listed at the end of this video and give it a try for yourself. Thanks.